evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington football team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Minshew throwing on third down. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2
yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards the pickup there.
At the 44-yard
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Panthers.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14. Panthers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Go!
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a dump off here complete, and he's taken down inside the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
4th down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Panthers' 47.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 36. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins to throw. Eluding the pressure. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Minshew, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's 2nd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin.
Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout taken.
That's a gain of 3.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Check right 54. Right 54. 6-man. Check girls. Check girls.
Throwing again. Here's Haskins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a two-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Minshew. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
4th down and goal.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Haskins escaping the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. It inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. On
1st down, this is McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes them.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The tackle made by
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
49.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
That's the score, Panthers 28. Washington 21. Joey Sly to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly.
A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Haskins.
Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. From the gun, Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
At the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's see what you got.
Operating from the gun. Haskins, he's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Tonight's final score.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year.